Did you sense, especially early in that second half, that things were getting sped up more than you wanted them to? And how hard is it to get a game like that once it gets sped up, back more under?
Not sped up. Sped up's not the word. Not the phrase I'd use. They got off to a good start.
Loosey goosey, is that?
Loosey goosey from the onset. From the onset. I'm not sure they were causing. There were some turnovers they did cause. With some pressure. It's just the challenge with young people, and it's what we're charged to do, and it's our job, and we'll get it done. But it's just playing with a sense of urgency and a sense of discipline at all times. You don't get what you deserve, and you get what you earn. We earned this loss, by the way we went about our process every step of the way. I mean, there are plays I can think about, offensive rebound that led to a big corner three from them. We're face guard block out. We don't face guard block out. You block out with your backside and your back, and your arms are out like a gate. I mean, it's the turnovers are ridiculous. I said this to Ticket last season. A lot of his drives, he'd be finishing off 1 foot. And I said, just stop. Just play off 2 feet. Just stop. You drive it, just stop. It's getting that point with the turnover. Just stop. The plays aren't even things we're trying to – I don't know what we're trying to accomplish with them some of the time. So sped up's not the term I want, but we did not want this to be an offensive game. Like, again, they are identical to UMass last season. Noah Fernandez, James Bishop. They're identical.
Coach, Josh Oduro, no points first half. Let me look at the total. 17 in the second half. What changed there? I mean, first half looked like they kind of were.
No, there was nothing they did. He just missed chippies. He missed shots right at the front of the rim. And he made those same shots in the second half. He made his free throws tonight. It's a process to go about winning. More games are lost than they're won. And honestly, us and Davidson, neither one of us could figure out who wanted to lose the game, right? Davidson, we make a bad defensive play that gives them a layup at Foster Loyer layup at the end. They just decide not to box out. We didn't win against Davidson. Davidson lost because they didn't get a defensive rebound, truthfully. Tonight it got like that, towards the end. They won the game in the middle part of the second half, scoring the ball. They did a really good job scoring. We lost the game because we just absolutely refused to get a stop, and that's incredibly disappointing, especially on your home court.
Those final couple possessions, I know there were timeouts in between there with time winding down. Was there a certain play call, a certain person you wanted to kind of have a look at?
Yeah, they deflected our inbound pass to Josh. Good play by it was Amir Harris. Good play by Amir Harris to deflect the inbound pass to Josh. Ended up in Coop's hand. He made a secondary play. Got in. Didn't throw an on-time, on-target pass. That's part of a process. Delivering on time through Justin, a bad pass. Justin missed a pretty routine three. Great effort by Lindo by stopping Coop's drive and running off Justin. We get the offensive rebound. Coop takes an off-balance shot. They get the ball. We got a foul. He missed a free throw. Wanted VJ to go in and create. Again, he threw a lofty pass to Coop. Coop, if the shot would have went in, it wouldn't have counted anyway. He didn't get it off because the pass wasn't on time and on target.
Kim, you talked about, I guess, just a lack of, focus or something like that. What can you credit? Can you point your finger on why things were the way they were? Was it, 3 games in a short period of time, or?
I'm not keen on excuses. And I can't speak for our players. I'm not in their brains. I don't know how focused they were. Again, we have a process. In my year and some change here at Mason, I feel like we are much better as the hunter. And it's disappointing. I've never had any problems thinking or worrying about our guys going into Maryland or Georgia or versus Dayton or St. Bonaventure at St. Louis. I have no issues with our guys. They're comfortable in that spot. As our program takes the next step, it's a swagger, it's a maturity, it's a nastiness, it's a toughness, it's a discipline, it's a consistency, It's a solidness. It's a way about yourself that you handle yourself in these games. Protecting your home court, and really disappointed in our guy. It was exactly the game we didn't want it to be. I said to our guys before the game, if this is a game where they're shooting 52% and we're shooting 53%, we're in trouble. And they shot 54.8 in the second half. We shot 57.7. We're in trouble.
Bishop had 19. I think 15 of those came in the second half. What was the approach, and how difficult of a guard is he?
No,
at
they had
times?
good. He's a good guard. They had good counters to our ball screen attack. And we changed it. He had a flood. If going into this game you told me James Bishop had 19 points on 19 shots, I'd feel good about it. I felt like I thought it was 40. I looked up and I was surprised, but he didn't have a lot. He only made 2 field goals in the first half, but it was in that middle section of the second half where we're just trying to find someone to guard him. We threw the kitchen sink. I mean, we switched, we blitzed, we went zone. So he had a good spurt.
You mentioned process the other day in terms of being ready to win games like that. You mentioned process today, and just kind of detailed what we're talking about. With maybe not be. How much patience does it require, and how frustrating is it that maybe you're not as far into the process of being that mature team as you'd like to be? Not that it's
process is this moment. So it takes a lot of patience, and there's a lot of frustration, to answer your question particularly. But the process is it's in the moment. There's a process we go. We look at film after every game the same, learn from it, get better at it. The challenge is, how are you going to get through to them to do what you need to do? We have a process. We have 10 game goals that we want to accomplish every game. It's just a decision. It's just a decision, and we gotta make sure our young guys are building the right habits as they're young guys in our program, because the old guys ain't got it, especially the old transfers. They ain't got it. So we'll keep trying to help them get it, but but I am over the top committed to making sure our young guys have it. Emeka Naji was incredible in his 1 minute and 24 seconds. Devin Dinkins has some good moments. Justin's coming. It's a decision as a man that you have to make, to box out with your backside, to defensive rebound with 2 hands, to meet passes in transition, to make your free throws, to not turn the ball over. It's a decision you have to make.
Anything else for Kim?
Thank you, guys.